Welcome back to this episode of Across the Bifrost. This is Dr. Norbert coming to you from a tangled web.
Oh, very good. Well done. Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie. I'm coming at you from the year 2099.
Oh, man, you're so far ahead of me, as always.
Always 99 years ahead of you.
Man, as one of the older gamers, war gamers in England, is a bit older than me, and he always has birthdays, and every time he has a birthday, I say, damn it, you're yet again ahead of me. How am I going to catch up? I never seem to be able to catch up to that guy.
Good. That is Facebook dad level humor. I love it. I love it. All right. Welcome, everyone. We're talking about a new box today, Prowler, Spider-Man 2099, and Ultimate Spider-Man. But Norbert, the big exciting thing is that we're doing something a little new, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. We are so hyped for the new boxes that are coming out, in particular the Web Warriors one, because it just changes the face of Web Warriors, that we felt like we wanted to give one away to get somebody kickstarted on the new Web Warriors.
Yeah, there you go. So this box, if you're listening to this episode now, this box that we're reviewing, we're giving away to one of our very lucky patrons. Mm-hmm. So if you want to be in a chance to win, just become a Patreon. The link's in the description, all that normal stuff. And obviously, we're still quite a small podcast, so it's actually the perfect time to try and win something from us because there aren't many patrons. So you actually have like a 1 in 20 chance, maybe. So
such a good idea. That's exactly right. Yeah. And we've been killing it lately. We've been having a whole host of how to win with various different affiliations.
Yeah, How to Beat. We're trying a new series called How to Beat.
Yeah, that's what's happening next.
Yeah, we basically, we grab as many tips as we can from around the internet and from players much better than ourselves, and we sum them up and tell you how to beat the kind of scariest affiliations. Well, I say that we did just do a How to Beat X-Force episode, which is maybe less so. But how to beat Apocalypse is up, and we're currently working on How to Beat Inhumans. Yep. And it's a lot of work, but I think it's pretty cool, pretty useful, because they are the big kind of terror of the meta right now. So that's what we're focusing on. Yeah.
So and by the way, that was a Patreon suggested type of theme. So they've influenced other themes that we've done as well. So do join us on Patreon. There will be links, I'm sure, wherever you're listening to this. But I think it's Across the Bifrost MCP. Be careful on Patreon, because there is another Across the Bifrost that talks about Thor or something like that. It's very bizarre. I'm not sure what's going on in that podcast.
Thor Comics. There are Thor Comics Patreon, yeah. We're an MCP Patreon.
And also, their Patreon is like $70 or something.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Bonkers.
Ours is only $3. What are we doing wrong?
Well, £3. £3 to be fair, but yes.
Yeah.
£3. So be careful when you subscribe, but do just subscribe. We've been getting a lot of great support lately from them, and it's really well appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay. One last thing. I don't know if this matters, considering you're listening to this already, but we have now, thanks to our lovely producer, we are migrated onto YouTube amongst all the other platforms that we're on for podcasts. So if you're one of those people who like to listen to podcasts on a video sharing platform, no shame, but there you are. You have it. You can do that now.
To be fair, I did figure it out. So I have YouTube Premium, and it's really good. Would recommend if you watch a lot of YouTube, like I do, because you can watch videos offline and stuff. And actually, I realized that if you have YouTube Premium, you can listen to podcasts without adverts. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool, actually. So I understand. Basically, we're not judging you if you listen to podcasts on YouTube. It is a bit weird, but that's okay. We'll let you off. We're now available on it, basically, is what we're saying.
Okay. So then let's get into the meat of the episode. We are doing a megasode again, because there are 3 characters in this particular box. So we won't do a sleeve it or heave it, although I've been missing them, Jamie. I hope we can get back to them soon.
Yeah, well, when we start doing the affiliation boxes again, it will be 2 characters per episode, just like the good old days, and we can do sleeve it and heave it.
All right, fair enough.
Our weird-ass takes can come into play, and yeah.
Okay, so let's do our traditional start. We are looking at box CP169, a very sexy number.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to make of that. Really, 169, because
I think there's nothing to make of it. There's nothing to make of it.
But people on the Patreon on our Discord said that lately all these boxes are in the 200 series, and this one is not. See?
Huh.
So something's up.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't know. So people who are in the 200 camp of this argument, discussion, debate, you need to respond, because this is 169.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, spiders.
So we have 3 characters in this box, and we're going to start with ones that are strictly affiliated with Web Warriors, because we said there's a whole bunch of new Web Warriors things coming out. Why do I say that? Because we've had a box of Web Warriors already come out. That's 3 characters. We've reviewed those already in an episode. We will review. They also are releasing a Web Warriors kind of like affiliation box, which we haven't reviewed yet, but we will. But that's coming out, and now this 3rd box, if you will, is coming out for Web Warriors, and so it is the age of Web Warriors.
Yeah, 100%. Very good time to be playing Web Warriors. And also, I went to an event yesterday, and I played Webs 3 times, and every single time, it wasn't Miles Morales who was the leader.
Wait, are you playing with the new characters though? Did they proxy them in?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Wow.
They put in the new, a couple printouts. So people were excited to go and try these characters out. So it's a different flavor of Web Warriors. It was great.
What were the 3 leaders?
No, it was Amazing Spider-Man every time. But because of like giving out slow, and a lot of these new characters give out slow, and there's a lot of like interesting synergy there, especially with Silk. Silk was pretty scary,
right?
With everyone being slowed. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll get into that where we kind of do like an overview after we review these characters. All right, so because of all that, we're going to start with Spider-Man 2099. Now, what's interesting about this is I only know him from the Sony film franchise.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah. And so in my mind, he's a big bruiser, like worse, even more than Amazing Spider-Man is in the game. And I'm not sure. I'm not saying he's bad. It doesn't seem to stack up as much. So I'm going to ask Lore Master Jay to look into this while I review some of his stats and things to see why I might have the wrong impression, or perhaps I'm misunderstanding the impression I got from the films about this guy. Because he was an angry, nasty kind of very one-minded kind of character and a huge monster of a brawler in the films, and I didn't get that sense from this, right?
Yeah, I mean, as in what, you didn't get the brawler sense from?
I don't know, or just I don't know. It just he didn't. He just seemed like an absolute bruiser from the films, and this character seems more finessey in the game.
Yeah, well, I think that one thing the film kind of left out was the vampire aspect as well. He's some sort of vampire.
Oh, well, fill me in, Lore Master.
Well, I mean, he's got some teeth. You see some teeth. I think there's like a couple like flash scenes of him being a vampire.
Ooh.
And so that's the thing. I don't know much about his character, but I know that much. And I guess he's pretty bad in the Spider-Verse films because he's sort of trying to save the Spider-Verse, right? And that pesky Miles Morales is messing it all up. So I don't know. I guess you could see he's probably a good guy in that, really, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I mean, this is probably a more comic accurate write-up for the rules, I think.
All right. So let's dive into them and see why that might be the case of my impression. So as I mentioned, he's got he's a Web Warrior only. He's on a small base, 35 millimeter. His name is Miguel O'Hara. Which is fun. It's got like a Spanish sort of first name and an Irish surname.
Nice.
And
he was a scientist in Alchemax. That's how he got his powers. Slightly different to Peter Parker.
He as a scientist, he injected himself or something?
I didn't get that far.
Oh, okay.
I just know that he was a scientist. I thought that was interesting.
Okay, but he's not a doctor. Doesn't say doctor.
Oh yeah, good point.
Where's his PhD? What's going on here? Maybe he was a rogue. He went rogue. He didn't finish his degree.
Yeah, mate, you're more qualified than this guy.
Damn right I am. I should be in charge of the Spider-Verse. Damn it. Okay. His stats are 4 physical, 4 energy, 3 mystic. He's got 7 health on his healthy side, 6 only on his reverse side. He is size 2. He moves medium, but he is a 5 threat.
Yeah. First 5 threat. No, not the first. We have Amazing Spider-Man,
right,
who's a 5 threat Web Warrior. This is a slightly different flavor of 5 threat. We'll get into why, but yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. He was thought to be the next leader of the Web Warriors of some kind.
Yeah.
And that is not the case.
Yeah.
So he needs to stand on his own for his 5 threat. He doesn't have that like leadership tax, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure.
And well, for 5 threats, 7/6 hit points, 4/4/3, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And he's a Web Warrior, right? So he's going to have some defensive tech.
Yeah. What's his ASM? His defense?
Good question. I think it's 7. Oh, his defense is 4/4.
Is it 4 across the board?
Maybe 4/4. Yeah, he's 7/6 as well. He's very tanky, Amazing Spider-Man, because of the like reroll all thing.
He's 6'6", though. So he's
6'6",
yeah, 6'6". Okay.
Mastered spider sense. Yeah, I mean, Miguel is supposed to be more up in the fray, I think.
Okay.
In the thick of it.
All right. Let us take a look then at what kind of attacks he has. So he's got 3 attacks. The first one is a physical attack called Spider Talons. Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. This is range 2, 6 dice, doesn't cost anything. It is a builder. It gets power equal to the damage dealt. And he's got 2 wild triggers. One is Pierce, and the other is Heal. After this attack, if it deals 1 or more damage, this character can remove a damage from himself. So there's the vampiric aspect, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, yeah. This is a great attack, by the way. I was playing a lot of X23 yesterday because I'm on my New Mutants badge hunt now. And I've played her more than any other character in the game, and I was just blown away by how consistently she kills stuff. And I realized it's because her builder is a 5 dice with 1 reroll and a wild pierce, right? Which is basically exactly what this is. It's because it's 6 dice, right? Which is kind of the same thing. With a wild pierce, but you also heal 1 from it, which is great. And then healing factor 1, so you're kind of healing 2, from that.
Yep.
And that's kind of akin to X23, right? So this is an amazing attack. I can tell you with a lot of experience, this is a very reliable attack.
Yep. And so you were alluding to one of his innate superpowers, which is healing factor 1.
Yeah.
Which he has. And he's also a wall crawler while I'm down there, so which you'd expect.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I totally agree. This attack, I mean, it is a 5 threat, so I think it's entirely appropriate, but it's excellent. And very thematic if he is indeed some sort of vampiric connection.
Yeah.
His second attack is also physical. It is Organic Web Shot. This is range 4. 5 dice, doesn't cost anything. It's a gainer. He gets 1 power from it. And if he gets a hit, a symbol, he gets Pursuit, which means he can advance towards the defender short before damage is dealt. So we've seen this before in other characters, and it's quite good for what it needs to do. In fact,
for sure,
some of them only have thrown 4 dice for this sort of thing. He gets to throw 5.
Yeah, pretty good. And obviously guaranteed power. Gainers. We love gainers on across the Bifrost. This is good.
Yeah. And that range 4 other characters aren't gainers either. They're usually they hit Pursuit and that's it with 4 dice. So this is just all around better in many respects.
Yeah, it's very websy. There's a few webs like this that have this attack, yeah. I need to immediately stop the presses because I can feel the hate mail coming in now. Okay. He's not a vampire.
Oh.
Yeah. He's very vampire-like though. So he did a scientific experiment involving a powerful drug called Rapture, which he injected himself.
Rapture? I was at the paper factory in East London and took some Rapture, and I didn't turn into this at all.
Well, maybe you didn't take enough of it or too much. I'm not sure how it works.
Fair point.
But it turned him into a hybrid human spider. So he's not a vampire. The idea is that he's a vampire is misunderstood. So basically, he's not a vampire.
But how do you take a drug and get hybridized with a spider? Like, how does that? This is not science, sir.
Listen, man, this is comic books. All right, it's cool.
Have at least some DNA, spider DNA in it? At least something.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, that sounds comic booky, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah, he's got some mashed up spiders and injected it, and this is what happened. Got it. His spender is next. It is a physical attack as well. 2099 sends its regards. It's range 3. 8 dice. Nice. Cost 4 though. So on the spendier side of the spenders.
Yeah, nice.
Let's see what it does. Before damage is dealt, the defender gains the poison and stun special conditions. Just straight out. Not bad. After the attack is resolved, this character, meaning Spider-Man 2099, can place himself within one of the defender. Interesting. And that's May, so you don't have to do it. And lastly, if he has a wild, he throws. He throws size 4 or less before damage is dealt away short.
That's a very good spender. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fair. You know what I mean? 8 dice, though, that is quite a lot, to be honest.
I think it's better than fair. I think it's slightly above the curve because before damage, stun is the best kind of stun, right?
Oh, I didn't catch that. Yes, you're right. Yes.
Yeah. So if you hit and this spikes and does like 6 damage to someone, you're stunning them before that happens. So they're only going to get 1 power. That's really, really strong. A May place is brilliant. So many characters I know. Beast, hello. Would love to have a May place because they're forced to place. So that's brilliant as well. And then, get a wild 8 dice, not a bad odds. And then you're throwing a size 4. I think this is a fantastic spender.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. All right. Let's see his superpowers. The active one is called Web Whip. It is 2 power. Choose an enemy character within 3 and in line of sight and push it towards this character short. Then place this character within 1 of the chosen character. It can only be used once per turn. I feel like we've seen something similar before. Is this like
once before?
Who's got it?
Scarlet Spider.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite abilities in the game because I can just see it. The way, like when it happens on the table, I can see them like webbing someone, pulling them, and then doing like a flip over them, and then it's awesome.
Yeah,
I really like this. It's one of the most thematic abilities in the game. I love it on Scarlet Spider. I think it's really really cool.
I should mention it's sizeless. That's important.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, and I could see this guy pulling somebody off a point and vaulting over him to get back on that point. You know?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's really good. And there are some very interesting angles you can get with this. It sounds quite limiting because you have to push them towards you and then place. But in reality, with terrain on the board and certain angles and the toward angle ruler is actually quite generous. You can pretty much always get to where you want. As in on the point. You can pull them off the point and get on it. So yeah, it's quite hard to mess this up. But very, very good.
And if he's living the dream and has 6 power, he could place himself within 1 of that defender, meaning he could put himself in any which way he wants to get the right angle going.
Yes.
Then exactly, Web Whip, and remember, you could push and throw through yourself, so you can be right next to the target and then push it through you, so long as the base clears you, and then still be able to vault over him again. Or so a lot of that costs a lot of power, obviously, but a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool.
Next one is a reactive superpower called Acceleration Decoy, which I don't understand that.
I don't know what that is. Let me give it a Google.
That name, thank you. This is a 3 power. While this character is defending during the modified dice step, it can use superpower, and it may reroll any number of its defense dice, including skulls. After the attack is resolved, this character may place itself within 2 of its current position. It's just for fun. On top of all that, costs 3 though, right? So, but you get quite a bit there. Interesting.
Yeah, 3 costs is quite a lot, but that is a good effect.
But he could place himself outside of range of the next attack, for instance.
Exactly. It's like a fallback, right?
Yeah, exactly. And modifying any is, of course, the best type of dice. And you add the skulls onto it, so you're not skull locked at all. If he's got power, this guy's going to be tanky.
Yeah, 100%. And that's a big health pool to be tanky behind as well. I've looked at what accelerated decoy means. It allows O'Hara to move so fast that he can leave behind a body double for enemies to attack.
Oh.
So he's like almost like a teleport.
Right.
He's like, shoop, and it's like he's left a shadow behind.
It's like a claw, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really thematic. Good job, AMG. That was fantastic. I love that. So anything else you think about this, or is it just straight money?
It's definitely interesting, right? So I guess he doesn't have... he doesn't have spider sense.
No.
Right?
Exactly.
Like the normal spiders. So he has to pay for it, which is interesting. But then he gets this like kind of, mega effect. Right. In the right scenarios, this is, you're going to place, like you say, you place yourself within 2 and it's kind of feel like a fallback and you've kind of halved the opponent's turn because they can't hit you twice. So in some aspects, that's great. 3 power is quite a lot, especially when his spender's so good, as we've said, right? Spender's amazing. Web Whip's great. Will he have 3 power very often? Not sure. But this could be like in the right circumstance, you've just survived an entire activation that you might not have if you hadn't been able to run away. So yeah, it's situational. It's probably pretty great, right?
I think he'll have a fairly good chance of making power. But I think you hit it correctly. He's got so many good ways to spend it. It's going to be really tough, and this makes him fun. It would be really tough to decide how to actually spend that power amongst all these different abilities and attacks. This is really good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see him splashed in power leaderships. Because if you can fill this guy up on power, he's going to be able to achieve a lot.
Yeah. So you're thinking, I'm just thinking Steve, naturally, as always.
I was thinking Charles Xavier.
Okay.
Because if you throw him 1 power round 1, he can move towards the midline and then web whip from range 3. So he can pull someone off the midline and then place himself there. That generates some power for the rest of the leadership. And then if you're ever in doubt and just want to pump this guy with some power, acceleration decoy is a reaction which will trigger the leadership when it's not his turn. So quite good, I think, in Xavier. And a lot of power gets generated under that leadership, and he can spend it really well.
Okay. Yep. Let's do his last innate superpower, which is Future Tech Genius. When this character rolls dice, after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 power if it rolled at least 1 crit. This solves a lot of his problems.
There's the power.
Yeah. When this character attacks, it ignores the stealth superpower. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And the defender does not benefit from cover. Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
This is really
Suddenly
good.
his organic web shot feels a lot better.
Ooh, yeah.
Because you're doing 5 dice from range 4 and you're ignoring stealth and no cover as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Gosh, that organic web shot isn't just like a secondary attack. I think it could be, equal to spider talons.
Yeah.
Not to say, like, you want to use spider talons if you're within 2, but you're not feeling bad if you're doing organic web shots at all.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, the getting power off the crits anytime he rolls dice. So that means rolling for pay to flips or defense dice, everything, dodge dice. Ooh, is this guy a little more vulnerable to dodges then? Yeah.
Yeah, he can't reroll on dodges.
Yep.
So throw buildings at him.
Yeah, but he's got a big health pool, so it's gonna be limiting. Sure. Yeah, so I don't know, Jamie, maybe we should have the Discord people write in. Tell us if I am off base about this guy's abilities in the game compared to his persona on the screen, or if they are actually disconnected, as I'm asserting.
Yeah, it does feel quite different.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so let's him in NTP. It's interesting, right? He doesn't seem like he's kind of the expert at anything. He's just got a very varied kit, right? He's got some displacement, got some good attacks, got a bit of defensive tech.
Yeah.
But he's definitely on the offensive side for web warriors, at least.
Mm-hmm. He wants to be in the thick of it, doesn't he? He wants to be attacking.
I think so, but then he kind of can take a beating. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Acceleration decoy, though, I think I'm worried about the cost of it. Sure. But then he is getting power per crit. So yeah, I don't know. This feels like a character I have to see on the table. But yeah, he's definitely a fighter, right? He's a brawler.
Yeah, but I'm also reacting to the healing ability of Spider Talons and also healing factor 1,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that means you get to use that card, Instant Recovery. You can put Instant Recovery into your roster.
You definitely can use that card.
But it's worth it on him considering his health pool. You're not like trying to save a little weenie. This guy's got beef.
That's true. Got some good health. I guess like this, maybe a decent patch up target because if you've chewed through his health on the healthy side, patching him up could be quite effective.
Yep.
Pretty cool. He'll spend power very well. That's for sure.
Yep. I'd have good means of getting it, so not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, he comes with a card in his box called Great Power. It's unaffiliated and it's reactive, so he takes it wherever he goes. What is the reaction? Well, when an allied Spider-Man 2099 declares an attack action during his activation, he may spend 1 to 2 power and may suffer up to 2 damage to play this card. Reduce the cost of the attack by the amount of damage he suffered to play this card, and add 1 die to the attack roll for each power spent to play this card. Oof. So it's a big, all-in kind of an attack that he's doing here, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty cool. We've seen this card before, similar, no matter the cost, right?
Yeah.
Which was an old card, it got banned. It was very good. You could basically take damage instead of spending power on your attacks. And it made some characters insane, especially characters with healing factor.
Yeah.
Which this guy has.
Right. Yes. Good point.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting here is his builder, Spider Talons, right? You can heal from a wild. So with this card, you could spend 2 power and suffer 2 damage. Can you do it on Spider Talons?
You can do anything. It's just one of your attacks.
Definitely can, yeah.
Yeah, it's just attacks.
And then you add reduce the cost of the attack by the amount of damage suffered to play this card. Okay, so you probably not could have used it on Spider Talons actually. But basically, if you did, you'd add a few dice to it, and then you're more likely to get the wild, which will heal you for 1, and then you'll obviously healing factor at the end of the turn. So that's pretty cool. But this card, this is probably made for that spender that we talked about, right? The really good spender.
Yep. Yeah.
2099 sends its regards. It's exceptionally good, and this makes it better. It makes it potentially 10 dice spender.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's great.
Yeah. So would you pop it in there? I think I would first want to see him on the table and see how easily he generates power.
Yeah. I think that this could also be matchup dependent, because that before damage stun for some characters can be absolutely crippling. Let me tell you, Phoenix does not like stun. So if you can stun her before hurting her and then she doesn't get any power, it can really break someone's game.
Yeah.
So I think maybe if you're expecting someone to be, putting down a character that hates stun and poison, then it's pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. I agree. Okay. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, the next Web Warrior only character in the box is Ultimate Spider-Man. This is the second version of Miles Morales. So Miles Morales 2, if you will. And he is strictly a Web Warrior. And he's on a small base as well. Okay, he is fundamentally changed from his first version, which is really fun.
I remember when I first saw this card, I immediately started scanning to see if you could make them drop extracts.
Yeah,
it's like number one Miles is the best thing he can do.
Yeah.
So I want to see if it was there. It's not here, so we need to see what else he can do. What else does he bring to the table?
Okay, let's take a look at his stats. He is 4 physical, 4 energy, 3 mystic. So just like Spider-Man 29.9, actually. But he's got 6 hit points on his front side, 5 on his back side. He is size 2, but he moves long, which is different than Miles Morales 1. And he's also 4 threat, though. Higher threat. Should we just look at his defense then? Innate superpower?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Ultimate Spider Sense. This character can reroll skull results in its defense and dodge rolls. And this character may reroll up to 2 of its defense or dodge dice. So this is the same as he has in his first version, but he also gets to reroll skulls in this, which is quite good.
Yes, it's basically as if he was under his own leadership.
Yes,
the 3-fair version. So yeah, this is great. This is they obviously had to account for that because you can't play this one with the old Miles Morales leadership.
Right. Good point. Oh, very good point. So, I mean, right there, very interesting. So he's a bit better on defense. I just wanted to quickly look up his first version. Let's see about...
He's 333 on his original.
Yeah, 333, 5 hit points, 5 hit points. And he can only reroll dice against physical or energy attacks. This one is...
it's
all types of attacks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That is pretty useful.
Yeah. And more hit points, 6 and 5.
So being able to reroll 2, including skulls at all times, means this guy's basically 665, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yep.
I mean, he just is 665, right? That's how that works. There's no skulls
more or less. It's not quite. Oh, yeah. The skull's not even locking you out. So I definitely think this is worth, I mean, it's definitely, I don't know if it's worth or not, but it's reflective of his being extra threat value.
Yeah, sure.
And sounds like it's making him super tanky.
Yeah.
Long move, though, is also really interesting. Let's see how he might be able to use it. I'll do quickly the other innate superpower while we're at it. He's got stealth, which is cool, and wall crawler. Yeah, stealth. First version does not have stealth. So, interesting. Let's see how he might be able to use it.
The first version doesn't have stealth?
No, I just looked at it.
Yeah. He goes invisible. He does.
He does. Sorry, I looked at the wrong.
They changed the formatting on the cards.
I beg your pardon. He's got stealth on both versions. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say that's his whole thing. He goes invisible.
Okay, let us take a look at his attacks then. His first one is a physical one called Swinging Strike. It is range 3, 5 dice, doesn't cost anything, and it is builder, meaning he gets power equal to the damage dealt. He also has a wild trigger called Web Up. After the attack is resolved, the defender gains the slow special condition. Then, if the defender is size 3 or less, this character may push it towards his character's short. Excellent. It's kind of like a cheap version of All Webbed Up, the card.
Oh, what, to give out a slow?
Get out the slow, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is cool. There's an interesting rules question here, which I'm pretty sure I know. So after the attack's resolved, the defender gains a slow special condition. And that means if they don't get slow, you can't push them towards you.
I think that's correct. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
Which means, which is awkward because if they already have slow, this won't work.
Or if they're immune to slow.
Or if they're immune, if like Apocalypse or whoever else is immune to slow. So that's interesting, right?
Yes, very good point.
Good thing to catch. But let's ignore that. This is an incredible attack.
Yes.
Especially on a long mover. So you can do this. I know I keep saying it, but from round 1, if you're opposite someone on the midline, you can move long, easily hit someone from range 3. And if you get the wild, you will slow them and push them towards you. So pull them off the midline. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
That's really, really good.
Let's go on to his active superpower, which is relevant here, called Web Swing. It is 2 power, and you can place the character within 3 of its current position, and the next time it makes a swinging strike attack, so the one we just talked about, it adds 2 dice to the attack roll. It can only be used once per turn. So we've seen this very similar superpower before.
Yes.
But it just makes that swinging strike now 7 dice instead of 5, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. It makes him absolutely terrifying. And it means that in the scenario that I just went over in round 1, if you do 1 damage, you can then web swing onto the point you just pulled him off. So
yeah,
it's really, really strong.
And hit some boob that's standing there minding its own business.
Yeah.
At 7 dice, yikes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is a very good attack, I think, and a very good, web swing is the kind of classic for web warriors.
Yep.
But this is on a character that is quite scary with it. With a very good attack that you're more likely to hit the wild on. So yeah, really cool.
Okay. His next attack is a energy attack called Stun Web. So this is his ranged attack. It's range 4, only 4 dice, doesn't cost anything, but it is a gainer, gets a power for it. And after the attack is resolved, if it does damage, the defender gains the stun special condition. So basically a cheaper version of what Spider-Man 2099 has, but for threat less, this makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. We've already gone over how strong stun is. Thankfully, this has the kind of caveat that it's after and if it dealt damage. So it's slightly less punishing. It's the nerf they gave Nightcrawler because damageless stun is really scary. Like we said with Spider-Man 2099, because you're going to get no power basically or 1 power. So, this is really cool, really strong. I mean, I don't think he does this much. He's a long mover, so he's probably always just going to move long and just punch someone from range 3. But this is nice to have. And it's a gainer, which is, useful.
That's probably like its biggest utility, to be honest with you. It's just guaranteed power if you need that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It is energy, so it goes into the weakest of the defenses, but that doesn't count for terribly much. Okay, let's go to his spender. It is also energy, called Mastered Venom Blast. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my lord, what kind of extract shenanigans does this have? Based on
that's what I thought too, yeah.
Right? From the name of it? But spoilers, it is not the case. It is range 2, 8 dice, costs 4. Before damage is dealt, the defender gains shock and stun. So that's good, right? Before damage is dealt, you get the stun.
Another before damage stun. Oh no.
You. And then if he rolls a wild, he gets electric arc, this is amazing. After the attack is resolved, choose a number of other enemy characters within 3 of the defender equal to or less than a number of wild results in the attack roll. Those characters suffer 2 damage. It's fantastic. 3
it's
range
huge,
behind the initial defender is crazy long.
Yeah.
And a fair amount of damage. 2 damage is not to be sneezed at.
Yeah, that is very good. We've seen something similar to this with Thor, Hero of Midgard's Lightning Arc.
Yep.
That's just 1 damage, but within range 3. And I played a lot of Thor, and it's nuts. Like you can just always ping a few more damage elsewhere, and this is doing 2 damage to them. This is great. It's really, really good. Lewis got me with this yesterday because he left 2 of my characters had 2 health left. So he did Mastered Venom Blast on the 3rd character that was in range. So he hit them with 8 dice and then just got a wild and auto, KO'd the other 2. I was like, wow, that was really, really big.
Yikes.
Very good. Very much worth 4 power. And again, if nothing else happens on this, you're giving them stun before damage. And that's just like the strongest thing on this card, probably. Yeah. It's so good.
And shock too, for later.
Shock is also cool.
Yeah. Okay, one last ability, which is a reactive superpower called You Did You. Now I'm going to do my thing.
That wasn't very.
No, I didn't.
Aren't you from the Bronx?
Not very street. No. Is he Bronx? I thought is he not Queens?
Actually, I don't know where he's from.
I mean,
no. Peter Parker's Queens.
Yeah, for sure. So I was.
I think he's from a different.
Come on, Lore Master Jay.
I'm googling. From Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn. Okay, so next door. Okay. No, I can't do a Brooklyn accent. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
This thing costs 2 power. After an attack targeting this character is resolved, this character may use this superpower. This character advances towards the attacker short. Then, if the attacker is within 2, this character may make a swinging strike attack targeting it. It can only be used once per turn. So, clapback, basically. But a good one, just like, isn't Does Dracula have this one too, where he gets to move and then do the clapback?
Dracula can't move.
He doesn't
when
move.
He does it.
Somebody's can move. Oh, I think it might be Daredevil. Daredevil 1.
Daredevil, yeah.
It does this where he gets to move. I'm pointing this out because the move part, but yeah, exactly. Man Without Fear, same thing.
It's very cool, especially if you've just been pushed off a point.
Yeah, right.
You can just use this to get back on the point, and you might also catch people out with this because they won't expect the move. Very cool. I'm gonna play this in New Mutants.
Yeah.
Because I learned at the weekend that I now have a new drug that I'm addicted to, which is
Rapture.
Gambit.
No.
Rapture, not Rapture, no. I don't want to be a were-spider or whatever it was. Gambit in New Mutants, because the New Mutants leadership is after an attack against someone's resolved, another ally within 3 can pay 1 and place to them.
Yeah.
So you can do loads of really cool shenanigans, like you can go aggressive, you can use it as like a pseudo fallback and stuff. So this one will be, if you attack Miles Morales, he can then use this ability, move short to within 3 of an ally, punch the person that just attacked him, and then I can trigger the leadership and place an ally next to him, which is really cool. So I'm very excited for this.
Huh. Do you have room for another 4 threat though?
I only take Cable, X-23 and Magic. So Sunspot is in the bin. So I've got loads of room for 4 threats. Everyone's welcome.
This is what I think people are really excited about with this guy. So let's talk about him. Clearly he's another brawler, right?
Yeah.
He's got great defense. He's got decent attacks for a 4 threat.
Yeah.
And he's got this clapback. So is he just like, the 4 threat version of 2099? Is it like, are these guys substituting for each other depending on if you need to fit a 4 in or a 5 in for the threat on the table?
Yeah. This is a wild take. There's a hot take coming in.
Uh-oh.
I think he's the 4 threat version of King T'Challa.
Ooh.
We talk about how the meta right now is all about mobile attrition, right? Because there's no more EMAPs. So turrets are out. Being able to move around, flipping points and chasing down people is really where it's at. And King T'Challa is, the best 5 threat at that. Cable's not far behind him. I think Ultimate Spider-Man feels a bit more like that because a long move and a web swing and then 7 dice attacks, an incredible spender, and a clapback. Like it's got flavors of King T'Challa, I think. But Miles might be tankier.
Yeah.
Than King T'Challa, which is a big problem that King T has. Yeah. So I think he's nuts. I think Ultimate Spider-Man is incredible.
What? Let me just look at King T'Challa. He's got 4/4 defense, 7 and 7, but no. I'm just double checking, but I don't think he has defensive tech.
No defensive tech.
So 4/4, it's almost the same defense dice. Defense dice. But just a bit more hit points, 3 altogether more. Yeah. So quite comparable. Maybe, and with the rerolls, honestly, Spider-Man's probably a bit more tanky. Yeah,
I think they have similar roles. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you,
chase him down.
What is this long move doing for this guy in the Web Warrior situation?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we've seen a long move web swing on Amazing Spider-Man, right?
Yep.
And that character's whole job is just moving around the board, right? And his attacks are okay, but Miles Morales' attacks are better, I think, than Amazing Spider-Man's, which is fine because that's not ASM's job. But yeah, I think a long move in a range 3 could basically get you anywhere. I'm pretty sure that's what King T'Challa has as well, actually. And then King T'Challa's got a bound, which is a place 2, but Miles has a place 3, which gives him 2 more dice. So I think, it's just the name of the game is, running around and chasing people down. And I think he's really, really good at it.
I just did the, let me get rid of no.
Do some fancy filter stuff on Jarvis Protocol.
Jarvis Protocol. Our collab with Jarvis Protocol. If you haven't noticed, our podcasts are now linked to the character pages if we've done a review on them. So definitely check that out if you want a quick link to our podcast reviewing the character. So I did a filter of all Web Warriors who have long, and it's a remarkable number. There's 10, there's fewer because there's some repeats here. 9 of them. A bunch. Amazing Spider-Man, Black Cat, Daredevil, Ghost Spider, Gwenom, Silk, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Woman, and Ultimate Spider-Man. So now that we're looking at this, who do you think does he compete with anybody here, or is he adding something?
in terms of like mobile attrition, right? The only one that comes close is Gwenum. I'm planning on playing a bit of Gwenum in X-Men soon. She's pretty good. She's got a terrain throw, which is a big deal because she can attack with 5 dice and then attack a second time and reroll everything, which is very good. And then throw a size 3 at someone. So that's actually quite a lot of damage output. She doesn't have any displacement outside of that throw, though. I don't know. Gwenum's quite cool, actually. Now looking at Gwenum's card, I mean, we should probably start talking about the era of like punchy webs, right?
Yes, I agree.
That's what everyone's talking about. Our web's going to be able to be played as an attrition team now. And I mean, I think Schick himself said, yes, they're going to be punchier now. They're not going to be like the new attrition team, right? They're not going to be the new Cabal or Wakanda, but they do have, they now have the ability to punch back. And, both the characters we've shown this episode so far really fall under that category.
Hell yeah.
So then when you start pairing in Gwenum, you've got quite a good, impressive mobile attrition team going, ASM even has his time sometimes, ASM's very good at bullying 2 and 3 threats by just web swinging in and throwing a bunch of dice at them. So yeah, I think we've got a new archetype kind of forming here,
Yes, and I just took a look. Obviously, you can't play these guys in Miles's leadership because of the name alter ego clash.
Yeah, we should mention that actually. The biggest weakness that Ultimate Spider-Man has is that his name is Miles Morales. That is the biggest, glaring bad part of his card because he can't play under that incredible leadership.
Yeah. So then Amazing Spider-Man's leadership is basically you can spend a power and choose a character within 2 and they get slowed. Or else, if they already have slow, you can place yourself within 1 of that character and remove the slow.
You place them. You place them 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So
sorry.
it basically gives every character a 1 cost displacement if they have slow.
So that doesn't. Whilst that's not bad, I'm saying that it's bad or not. It doesn't lean into the punchy spider people kind of theme, does it?
No, but it does lead into the the mobile attrition side. So if you're playing, I still think you play webs on like wide, secures. So lots of space in between them.
Yeah.
And if you're running around and punching the people you want to punch while also giving them slow, they're not going to chase you and punch the people they want to punch.
Yeah.
So I think that rotation is huge, really. And I'm a big Iceman fan, as you know, especially after Nations, where we came second. And every single game that I won was solely because of Iceman. And all he did was give everyone slow on like Mutant Madmen Infinity Formula and then just die. But his job was done because half the board has slow. They can't come across and influence the other half of the board.
Yeah.
So giving out these slows is really strong on the right secure. And then especially with your characters being super mobile, you can then just, leave and go and impact a different flank if you want.
Yeah.
So I think that's the real strength here.
Okay. Yeah, I totally can see that it needs to be like a combination thing. It's like you're not leaning entirely into attrition at all. You're still being a web warrior, which is bouncing around all over the place. So totally get that. Okay. Ultimate Spider-Man comes with a card, but he also has, because of his alter ego, 2 other older cards that are attached to him. So let's do the new one first. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is the one that everyone thought was going to be the card that we all wanted. Oh. So historically,
yes,
obviously Spider-Verse, right? Everyone knows the Spider-Man meme where there's three Peter Parkers pointing at each other.
Yeah.
Everybody, definitely including myself, I've said it like out loud many times. We all thought that they would bring out a tactics card that would let you play multiple of the same aliases in one team. So I thought we'd get that here, and then we saw the box, like the name of the cards was revealed. Spider-Men came up, and I was like, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. You can use any Peter Parker, any Miles Morales, but unfortunately you can't. I reckon there's a very important balance change that we haven't quite spotted. I mean, actually, to be fair, it's probably Miles Morales has broken it, because for ages I've been saying, you could play every Peter Parker, that's not that bad. Right, that's not the worst. But now actually playing 3-threat Miles Morales and 4-threat Miles Morales would have been horrible. So I think Miles has come in and ruined the party. But so we thought this was going to be the card. It's not. Unfortunately, we still have to adhere to the alias rules.
Okay, and that's important because the whole card is built around these aliases, essentially. What does it say? It's unaffiliated and it's an active card. During Miles Morales' activation or Peter Parker's activation, they may each spend 2 power to play this card. Ooh, so it's a, what do you call that? Team-up card. The active character chooses another allied Miles or Peter Parker. So basically, whoever is active has to choose the other type of name within 3 of itself, and places the chosen character within 2 of the active character. Then the chosen character may make an attack with a cost of 0. So you're basically portaling your friend, so to speak, within 2 of yourself, and then that friend can make an attack that costs 0. For 4 power collectively.
I think this is pretty good. You don't seem convinced.
4 power. Okay, so it comes with a displacement and a free attack. That sounds good. So what Peter Parkers are we talking about? There's only 2, right?
I mean...
yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, competitively there's only 2. In the game, I think there's 3, but we all ignore one. Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man are the ones that get played the most.
Yeah. So, which is going to be here in with Miles Morales? So again, we have the leader Miles Morales, and then we have this beating up one.
So I mean, let's go with 3-threat Miles, right?
Okay.
Spectacular Spider-Man is always playing under Miles Morales' leadership.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah,
they're incredible. So this could be that Spectacular pulls Miles in, and then Miles is his builder, which does have a wild size 3 throw on it, which is pretty impressive, right? So that's cool. There's also, Miles Morales can pull in other Peter Parkers. Not many Peter Parkers. Peter Parkers don't have good attacks, right? 0 cost attacks, really. So maybe that's less good.
Yeah.
I have thought of a niche interaction though. This is pretty out there. But you know how we spotted that Miles Morales. Ultimate Spider-Man, so 4-threat Miles, his wild trigger doesn't go off if they already have stun.
Yeah.
If you're playing under Amazing Spider-Man's leadership, you can only use that leadership once per turn. So you can either give someone slow, or you can place them and then take slow off them. There is a cute thing you could do here where Amazing Spider-Man activates, pays 1 to displace someone and remove slow from them, and then pays for this card so that Miles can come in, hopefully get a wild, and then reapply slow to them and pull them. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit silly. But I don't know. I think this is okay. This is an okay card. It's not, groundbreaking.
Having used your interesting point about who's got good 0 cost attacks, I feel like ASM pull in Ultimate Spider-Man is the best. Ultimate Spider-Man seems to have the best 0 cost attack. You know what I mean?
Ultimate Spider-Man, you think?
Yeah. Because it's this, what is it called? It's a swinging strike.
Yeah.
Well, it's 5.
Definitely good if they don't have slow already, because you might get the wild and then you can pull them around.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's a cute thing here as well, where if you're on your all-webbed up turn, you want the person you're about to punch to have slow. So you could call in Ultimate Spider-Man. He does his attack, hopefully gets a wild, gives them slow, and then ASM can hit them with an all-webbed up.
Yeah.
He gets his extra dice.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
I'm just looking at Miles 1, though. He does have a wild throw, size 3 or less, so that's pretty good.
I think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's only on 4 dice, though.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. We should consider all-webbed up in this, because during the all-webbed up turn, all attacks against slow characters are better. So this gives you a bonus attack on that round.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, that's kind of cool.
That's a good point.
It's like the whole, when you play Usurp the Throne on Killmonger, and then you play Wakanda Forever on that round as well, so that he gets 3 attacks. So he gets more chances to trigger Usurp the Throne. I guess it's kind of like that.
Specky, I think the impact webbing has a wild push on it, so that could be okay.
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, you could certainly find clever ways of using this. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But for 4 power, I'm not sure. And a card.
And it's on... And a card, yeah. And Web Warriors are like exceptionally good at spending power, like all of them. I don't know. I think it's cool. It's very thematic. I love the idea of them kind of, thwipping around each other and flipping and doing cool stuff. And if you've played the PS5 game of them two teaming up, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think you were silly for taking this in your 5.
Yeah, agreed. But I don't see us slamming it in every team, or roster even. Okay. All right, let's get the old cards that Ultimate Spider-Man can use. One is called A Better Tomorrow. This is another team up. If Miles is within 2 of an allied Ms. Marvel, normal, both characters can spend 2 power each to play his card. Okay, so another 4 power thing. Ms. Marvel transforms into her Embiggen formed. And then you can also place her within 3 instead of 1, like normal, when you place the big model next to the little one.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal, actually. Cool. Then place Miles Morales within 1 of Ms. Marvel, embiggened.
Yeah. I love this card just because it's cool and thematic.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing off of each other, using the size to their advantage, all kinds of fun stuff. So, question is, basically, this seems like a great way to teleport miles away from where he is.
Yeah.
Is that so great when he's got web swing and a long move?
Well, he could be holding an extract. Right?
Yep, he doesn't have to drop it. Yep.
3-threat Miles has the problem of, they can web swing in, do Venom Blast, pick up the extract, and then they might be stuck where they are. So this can kind of pull them out. It doesn't say anything about, they can't be holding an extract. So that's quite cool. But obviously with Ultimate Spider-Man, this can be used to teleport him in. Not that he needs it, like you say, but then, maybe he saves the power, not having to web swing.
Sure.
I think it's cool. I don't know when you really play Miss Marvel and Miles together.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I love Miss Miles.
Yeah.
Slight side complaint, by the way, in case AMG are listening.
Okay.
Apart from Phoenix's constructs, Miss Marvel in Biggen form is the biggest waste of plastic in this game. Because she is in that form for about 30 seconds on the table.
It's a real
This
shame.
card changes though. This card can make her be embiggened outside of activation, and the really cool, sculpt of her can be on the table for longer.
Yeah.
But if you don't play this card, she just goes embiggened during her turn and then has to go back to normal during her turn. It's really lame. We need to rework her so that she can be bigger for longer. Thank you.
I'm with you 100% on that one for that very reason. I'm trying to think, is there another character that has a transform that you never see much of?
Emma Frost.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, Ant-Man and Wasp, they're quite good at it, actually. They transform quite a lot.
Yeah.
So
no, I mean, ones that you don't see, like models that part of the transformation that you just don't see, but okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this card's cool. I just don't know when you'd take Miss Marvel and Miles at the same time. But if you're doing it for fun, I'd play this card for fun every game if I had those two, because I think that's a really cool thematic card. Team-up cards are so cool in this game, but none of them are exceptional, unfortunately.
Yeah. I wonder if Jarvis has a tag reference for transform. Let me type it in. That'd be interesting. Transform. Let's see.
Oh yeah, there's
it did. Yay. Okay.
Hulkbuster. There's one because hopefully you don't see little Iron Man pop out too much.
That's right. Yeah, but I think you've identified the big ones that you don't see very much of: Phoenix, Ms. Marvel, Emma Frost, and Hulkbuster.
Yeah. You see Phoenix's transform all the time. God, she can't help herself but transform. It's the constructs you don't see.
Oh, yeah.
I played 50 games with her, right? And I never used 2 constructs at the same time.
Oh dear. Okay. Right. So where am I at? So yes, the last card.
Next tactics card, yeah.
Yeah. Is Brief Reprieve. Oh, I'm sorry. This might be the new one. I'm not sure anymore. This might be the new one.
This is a new one.
Yeah.
It's a new one. Yeah.
Sorry, I said the Spider-Man one was new. That isn't correct. It's this one. Brief Reprieve. It's a Web Warriors card. It's active. Ultimate Spider-Man and any number of other allied characters, so it doesn't have to be Web Warrior people, may spend 1 power each to play this card. Each character that played this card can remove 1 special condition or 1 damage. Then each character that played the card that has an activated token may gain 1 power. That seems really good.
Yeah. So basically, characters that are activated can just heal for free.
Yeah, because you get the power back as long as you had one to start with.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad it says Ultimate Spider-Man because I think this under your kind of classic Miles Morales, red webs is a bit too good. But yeah, this is cool. Removing a special condition. I think Ultimate Spider-Man wants to be in a brawlier team, so a bit of healing helps with that. It's cool.
Yep. Whether you can slam it into the 5, that's a little trickier. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but
maybe you're expecting a lot of conditions, actually.
Yeah.
With Apocalypse being around, because a condition like root or slow can really hamper a Web Warrior's activation. So maybe for just a key turn, where you just want to get rid of that, it could be quite cool.
Yep. Yeah. So, I definitely think it's something to consider anyway.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let us move on to the third character in the box. We left this guy last because it's Prowler. Okay. Prowler is a spider foe and a criminal syndicate. Oh, before we do this, though, sorry, let us talk about the last Web Warriors card because I think it's really important.
Oh, yeah, we should. The new leadership.
Yes.
They have a new leadership. This is cool.
So it wasn't Spider-Man 2099, as it turns out, to be the new leader. In fact, what happens is they got the very bizarre new leadership card. And later, Jamie, I want you to comment on this because you came to some epiphany about the Convocations leadership card not taking a slot.
Yeah, you could say epiphany. I would say that Schick just convinced me in a bar by threatening me. But yeah, no, you're right. Let's talk about it later.
Okay, so the card is called Web of the Spider-Verse. It comes in this box, and it is a Web Warriors card. It's reactive, but it's kind of weird how it works. So here's what happens. After the deployment, an allied Web Warriors character may play this card. When this card is played, set it near the battlefield instead of discarding it. While your squad does not have an active leadership ability, allied Web Warrior characters gain the innate superpower called Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, so there's a couple of things there. So what that means is it's really bizarre. So any Web Warrior character can do it, and then it says as long as you don't have an active leadership going, you can use everybody in the allied Web Warriors characters gets this innate superpower. So the bizarre thing about it is there is a technical rule in the time chart that says you have to kind of activate leadership, essentially. And I think that people sort of understand this because when you have two leaders in your affiliation on the table, you have to, after deployment, decide which one to activate or, make the leader. You can actually say, I'm not making any of them the leader, as it turns out. I don't think anybody thought of it that way, but that's the case. And so even...
Well, Jay Mundo did.
Oh, yeah. Good old
our
Jay.
local unaffiliated player. Yeah, you can refuse to have a leadership. He made sure of that.
So what this is saying is even if you have a few Web Warrior leaders on the table, you could just say, I'm not using their leaderships and pop this down. Now, yeah. Jamie, I think we had on the London Discord people saying that you could actually activate a leadership. Let's say Miles. Okay, Miles 1 leadership. And once he gets KO'd, he's off the table. There's no active leadership anymore. Then this card would suddenly kick in. Is that correct?
The thought of that was correct, yeah. I think we need to see a ruling on the forum before we say for sure. But yeah, which is kind of cool, right? You have like a backup leadership. Is it worth taking a tactics card for? No.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Yeah,
so we have to read what the innate superpower everybody, Web Warriors people get. But yes, it does still take up one of your 5. That's important. So it's like other tactics cards, unlike Convocations.
Yeah.
But it's just like this weird one where any allied character, Web Warrior character can put it down. Okay, so what do you get for all this? What do the Web Warriors get for that? Like I said, it's innate superpower, and it is when this character attacks, defends, or dodges after the effect is resolved. If it contains one or more skull results, this character can place itself within one of its current position. So it's kind of like a bump.
Yeah,
but it depends on getting that skull.
Yes, for sure. So it's an unreliable bump, but it is infinite. You can do it more than once per turn.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Thank you. Yeah. And it's also with dodges, which is interesting because bump isn't for dodges. Is this important? Now, if it's a backup superpower, so to speak, maybe it'd be interesting. But the question is do you want to take up one of your 5 with this?
Yeah. So the if Will Schick was sat here, he would say the argument for tactics card, leaderships, is if you got this effect, you had a tactics card that said, when you roll a skull, place 1, and you played the tactics card, and then it said, there was a line that said, after you've played this tactics card, return it back to your tactics card, selection. I think we would say this is great, right? I think we'd say, yeah, let's definitely take this. The problem is, it's currently competing with one of the best leaderships in the game, which is Miles Morales' leadership.
Yep.
So there is that. That's a downside. But I think it, as a leadership on its own, as a tactics card leadership on its own, I think this effect is really cool. It's really good. And you don't really fully respect the power of it until you see it on the table. Because you start to see lots of it starts to feel like playing fullback every now and then at very specific ranges. because there'd be times where you get attacked once and you can place backwards out of range now.
Yep.
And that's obviously incredible, right? It's probably the best case scenario for that. Or if you get pushed off a point, but you rolled a skull in the defense roll, you can then place back on. So it's got lots of really interesting things, and it's in a really cool design space, which I really want to praise AMG for, because it only affects web warriors.
Yeah,
this is really cool, and everyone I've spoken to thinks it's really cool for different reasons. I think it's really cool because from a balance perspective, they can control what base sizes are in web warriors, right? Because in case you don't know, like a place or a bump that we call it, they're more effective the bigger the base is because you're traveling further. So I when I first read this, I didn't realize that it was web warriors only, and I was like, oh great, now we're just going to see Hulk and Malekith splashed in webs, and they can just get loads of places.
Okay,
but that's not the case. So it's web warriors are all small and medium bases. There is no large base web warrior now, and it means that if they ever bring one out, I'm thinking Penny Parker maybe, they will be able to balance her around this because they know that she'll be the only one affected by this.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really cool design space. I'd love to see more of this from AMG. It encourages. And the other reason people love it is it encourages us to play fully affiliated. Yeah. Because if you splash anyone under this, they're not going to. They have no leadership. Yeah. Basically. Right. And I think it's brilliant. It's really, really cool. And we should see more of this. But anyway, let's talk about the power of it. What do you think of it? Are you jazzed by it?
That, needing to roll a skull. Now, of course, the web warriors often have a lot of defense. It's attacks too.
It's attacks, defense, and dodge.
I was going to say, with their defending and dodging, they can reroll dice. So if you don't need to reroll die to get an extra defense, you can reroll some random die and try to hope for a skull if you didn't get one. So, they have a chance of getting it. But now looking at it, it's also in attacks, just randomly attacks. They can place themselves within one. I'm trying to think of other affiliations that have a lot of these bouncy type of, New Mutants is one of them. And it takes a really clever player to maximize the potential of it, not to pat myself on the back, but New Mutants, the more I play them, I'm coming up to my 50th game with them now. The more I play them, the more I unlock with the leadership. And you feel so smart when you pull off a really weird thing like, oh, I'm going to, fall back here and then place this person here. And I think that this doesn't have that high a ceiling, this leadership, but you will feel really smart when this comes up, when to place and who to bring with it as well. This completely activates Gwenum. Because Gwenum has a thing when she places. You played her in Midnight Suns, right? Yes. So when she places, she gets an extra move.
She gets an extra move. So you could attack with Gwenum once, get a skull, get a place, and you can now move long. You can then attack again, get full rerolls because you've attacked twice, and because you've placed on your turn, you can move long as well. So if you roll a skull on your first attack with Gwenum under this leadership, you get 2 free long moves while also attacking twice, where the second attack is reroll any. So it's crazy. And Ghost Spider as well, right?
Yep.
Spider technique. If this character has been advanced or placed during its activation, it can advance long. So you can roll an attack. If you get the skull, you can then move long because you've placed.
See, again, I think there's potential here, but you have to go deep into this to make it all work well and see these kind of interactions and take the right characters to make those interactions happen. But
it's a fun play space, I think, because I think all the characters you never take in Web Warriors are kind of interesting in this. So like Venom, I've been playing a lot of Venom.
Yeah,
and Venom is great when he stands where he wants to be. When he gets displaced, he sucks. This can help him, the odd skull can help him get around and, helps him keep where he is. I think it's a very interesting leadership. Is it as powerful as Miles Morales' leadership? No, but that is probably the best leadership in the game. So let's not worry about that too much, right? It's definitely cool. It activates characters that are really interesting. And it's there's a lot of micro stuff going on. So, like I said before, when you attack someone just at the edge of your range, and if they get a skull, they can place back outside of range. And there's also little things like Moon Knight. Moon Knight has rapid fire. His web's affiliated. He's rolling 4 attacks. If he rolls 4 skulls on those attacks, he places 4 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Obviously, it's very unpredictable, so you can't play around it, but it just gives you this little extra thing. I just think it makes for a very interesting game, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. That is kind of fun. I feel like if you're committing not to play Miles, because you want to play Ultimate Spider-Man, let's say, then it becomes even more of a proposition to use this tactic.
Yeah. And a lot of people are feeling that way now, because I know that there's a bit of like, for a while now, I've heard a lot of people say they don't want to play webs because they're so, air quotes, solved.
Yeah.
They don't like people like to innovate, right? And they like to invent stuff. Whereas if you're playing Miles Morales-led Web Warriors, you kind of just need to play, the same 4 or 5 characters every game. You go 6, 7 wide if you can, and you try and score all the points and win. It's probably the best team in the game. So people have been put off playing that. And I know a lot of people that are very excited about this now because it gives them another option. And it kind of gives them an excuse to not play Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like you don't play ASM or Miles 1, and you play Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099 and throw this in there, maybe there's something going on here.
Silk too. Silk's great.
Yeah.
She's got lots of movement, jank already. And
we mentioned Gwenum, and we said Gwenum was going to be a good brawler. And Ghost Spider's never a bad shout.
Yeah. Moon Knight's cool. People like Moon Knight, but he doesn't see the table very often. Moon Knight's pretty crazy with this.
All right, people.
Can be.
Don't let's get into that dojo. Start doing your reps. Figuring this guy out. This sounds kind of fun. Okay. Cool. I'm glad we covered it. All right, let's get back to Prowler. Prowler is affiliated with Criminal Syndicate and Spider-Foes, which is super interesting for me because I'm playing Crims at the moment. And he is on a small base. He is called Aaron Davis. Just Aaron Davis. You regular guy.
Miles Morales' uncle.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
He was also in the film too, wasn't he?
Yes.
And it was a big reveal about Miles looked up to him for a long time and then didn't.
And he's a bloody criminal.
Yeah.
Bloody criminal. It's like me and you. I looked up to you for so long, and now look at you, just in crims. Constantly turn into crims.
He has 4 physical defense, 4 energy defense, 3 mystic, so respectable. 6 hit points on his front side, 6 on the back side. Size 2, moves long, another long mover, and he's got he's a 4 threat. Okay, this seems like the thing of the box, sort of like these defense stats and hit points and the long move for 4 threat.
Yeah. Fast. He's got to be fast. He's got to keep up with those webs that he's chasing.
Yeah. He's a wall crawler. I'm going to mention that straight away. Oh, he also has stealth. Seems really good.
Long move with wall crawler. The thing that everybody has except mutants. Don't know why.
And Black Cat.
And Black Cat has wall crawler, right?
No. That's the problem. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
That's why everyone
I remember thinking, because when Shadowcat came out, I was like, if there's ever a character in this game to have wall crawler, why is it not Shadowcat? Why is she walking around cars? She can go through them. But I was like, oh, maybe it's a balance thing. But then I saw that Quicksilver has it. So I don't know. I don't understand why.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'll go off my soapbox. As my once per episode mutant like support.
I think it's a really solid stats. A little above the curve, honestly, for a 4 threat. Health pool, defense pool, and the long move, all super good for 4 threat. Yeah. Oh, it's stealth. Sorry, and stealth on top of it. Amazing.
Stealth is good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at the attacks. Physical attack. The first one is called Prowler Gauntlet Strike. That's funny. Prowler Gauntlet Strike, as opposed to just like some random Joe's Gauntlet Strike.
It's Prowler's Gauntlet Strike. This isn't any old Gauntlet Strike. This is a Prowler
Gauntlet Strike. Okay. It's range 2, has 5 dice, doesn't cost anything. It is a builder where you gain power equal to the damage dealt. It's got 2 wild triggers. One is Pierce, and the other is Suppressive. Suppressive is before damage is dealt. For each wild in the attack roll, the defender loses 1 power. So, pretty solid attack for 4th threat.
Yeah.
It's got the voodoo thing where you lose a power, basically, for the wild. I think this is called a little differently, which is always helpful, but not like bonkers crazy. But I think good for a 4th threat, this attack.
Yeah, Pierce is good. Pierce is always good.
Yeah. All right. His other attack is a energy one called Covert Armament. It is range 4, so it's his ranged attack. Only 4 dice, doesn't cost anything. It's a gainer again, and the special part about it is the defender cannot modify its defense dice during this attack. So I think a pretty fair version of a long-range attack.
Yeah, for sure. It means no cover, no spider sense.
Oh, thank you for mentioning about the cover. Yes, I heard about the other day, and I didn't realize that. Yeah, cover doesn't work because you're actually changing a die with it.
Yeah, so you are modifying dice when you are getting cover, so...
Thank you for pointing that out, because I always go to do like, people re-rolling or changing something for a superpower. I'm not thinking that basic cover is actually modifying a die.
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually makes it a little bit better. I should change my mind. I think it's very reasonable long-range attack. The spender is energy again. Nothing personal, just business. It's range 3, 8 dice, costs 4. We've seen that stat line way often. And after the attack is resolved, this character may advance M, which is nice. It's got a wild throw a trigger, where before damage is dealt, if the defender is size 3 or less, it can be thrown any direction short.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Guaranteed move is nice.
Yep.
Full power feels a little expensive. I guess it is 8 dice.
It is 8 dice. Yeah. It's got size 3
throw. It's directionless throw as well.
Yes,
so,
that's handy.
Yeah, you're paying for that. That's fair. That is fairly costed.
Yeah, I think all of his attacks are just fair.
Yeah, definitely.
All do interesting, helpful things, each different than the other. So that's quite nice. But yeah, pretty ordinary, and not in a bad sense. Just really good work. He does business.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. It gets unfair later.
Yes.
Don't worry about that.
I'm setting up the.
Yeah, this is all nice and fair for now.
So let's keep it going on to the superpowers then. So the first one is an active one called Charge. You've seen this before. It's 2 power, and he basically makes a move action followed by an attack action. So only can be used once per turn. We've seen it all before, but very good. Charges are great.
Yep, charges are awesome, especially on long movers.
Oh, good point. Thank you for that. Yep, good point. Just like Baron Zemo 1. Foreshadowing. He's got a reactive superpower called You're Right, I Can Do Better. It is 2 power. When this character attacks during the modified dice step, it may use this superpower. This character may reroll all of its attack dice, including skulls. Whoa!
It's cool. It's like Doctor Strange's thingy, whatever it was. It called? The Eye of Agamotto?
Yeah,
it's called?
Sure.
But yeah, reroll all. So it's like a nice, and you remember, reroll all means you have to reroll all.
Yes.
So it's basically a redo. You get to go, let me just do that again.
Yeah, for 2 power. So I think it's quite good. Whether he could generate that amount of power often enough to use it is the big question. But let us look at his last innate superpower, see if that helps. Custom designed burglar gadgets. The first time this character interacts with an objective each turn after the effect is resolved, this character gains 1 power. Whew. So it means if he picks up an extract, he gains power. If he pays to flip, he gets that power back. That's important. And if he interacts with one of the static secures that lets you heal yourself, then he gets power for that. So he gets that refunded. Basically, when it interacts with the secure, he gets the power back.
Yeah, deadline to destruction as well. You can interact, hurt someone, and get the power back.
Oh yeah, yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah.
That's the real juice, right?
Yeah, this is what really makes this character really interesting and makes him interesting to splash. We've been going crazy in our Discord, figuring out different characters that this guy can take advantage of, in a sense, with this
different
superpower.
leaderships.
Yeah. Mystique's comes to mind, doesn't it?
Yeah, Mystique's is fantastic. So, quick recap on that. Mystique's leadership in Brotherhood is the first extract you interact with on a turn. You get the power refunded.
Yep.
So it means that when Prowler does it, he moves, picks up an extract. He's now on 0 power. Mystique refunds it, so he's on 1 power. And then custom designed burglar gadgets gives him a 2nd power. He's made power from interacting.
Yeah. And
which is crazy.
That puts his charge online.
Yes.
Right?
So you move once, pick up an extract, you can then charge with the extract under Mystique. It's crazy.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I'm not sure who else has that kind of a weirdness going on.
I mean, the main thing here is not under Mystique. He can basically, it means he can, because when you're playing on pay to flips, a lot of characters' power economy gets a bit messed up. And they're like, oh, I don't know if I can't just pick up an extract and stand on a secure. So it means the Prowler can do both. So you can go, flip a pay to flip and then go grab an extract in round 1.
Oh, really yes. Cool. That's a good point. Yeah, he does both, which is like an X-Men special, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got first class on his card, basically. But for every round.
Yeah. So I am looking at him. So, okay, what do we think of the character in a vacuum? Because then we'll talk about affiliations.
I think if you ignore the interact power thing, I'd be like, I'll forget about this character tomorrow. But that power gain on interacting is enormous. It's huge. Pay to flips are very popular now because we lost EMAPs, so all the attrition players are having to play on pay to flips. So you're going to see a lot of them. A long move means you can leave him till the end, and you can move twice and flip 2 points. round one.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is really, really, really cool. I think he's very, very good because of that. Everything else is a bit vanilla, it's fine, but that's not his job. His job is to run around interacting.
Plus beat people up,
Yeah, you charge on the way,
But I like your idea of double moving and flipping two things, or flipping.
Yeah, well, he's 4-4-3, right?
Yeah.
And the pay to flips that require your defenses use physical and energy, so he's got 4.
Yeah.
So he's got a good chance of flipping while there's someone standing there.
Okay. Yep. So I agree with all of that. Now, I'm looking at him in Crims, and I'm really on the fence about it in terms of whether to use him or a splashed character.
Mm-hmm.
With Shadowland Daredevil, suddenly all those attacks get switched on with the reroll capability, plus the charge, which Shadowland Daredevil wants. He wants people to get in there. He got decent survivability.
It's not great.
It's not great.
There's no defensive tech. He's just hoping that 4 defense dice is not much, and he's just 6'5"?
I think he's double 6. Hang on.
But yeah, it's
double
not.
6,
yeah, he's double 6. Yeah, so he's not gonna be around for too long.
No, maybe you get him to be a flanker so that his stealth helps him out from getting beaten up by lots of people.
That's true. Yeah,
but Shadowland Daredevil also likes to pull up extracts and take them away with his ninjas. So like he's helping in that regard. Or like you said, to help the pay to flip game, he's fantastic at that.
Yeah.
So I'm on the fence about it. For Kingpin side of the equation, it's, to deal with the extracts a bit. He could be your extract guy. He can also potentially with the spender throw people around and get them off points.
Yeah.
So also he's long move, so he can go to points and use the count as 2 part of the leadership to mess people's back secures up a bit. And he's got stealth, so when he's back there, maybe he's only dealing with the people nearby rather than the rest of the enemy. So I feel like there's potential there. Whether it's more than the kind of above the curve splashable characters is the question.
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a slam dunk in Criminals, personally.
Ooh, okay.
Just because they need help with pay to flips, right? And he's great at that. And yeah, it's another long mover that you can pair with Black Cat to, like you say, double move to an enemy secure round 1. And then he's going to do quite a lot for the rest of the game. If his round 1 activation is just to double move and stand on a back scoundrel, that's doing the job that Black Cat always does, and it's just very good to do that. And then it means round 2, he's got his charge online, so he can kind of chase down an extract. Once he's got the extract, he can run away. That long move plus stealth means he's going to be able to hold on to it pretty well. So I think he's great. It's worth mentioning he's also Spider Foes affiliated.
Yeah. So we're going to come on to that. But I mean, any other thoughts about Crims?
We're caught up in your life of Crim. I forget.
my criminal life. But any other thoughts? Because that was a good contribution. I like that.
I think he's great. I think he's awesome. I mean, I'm thinking about his tactics card in the back of my head.
Oh,
so.
No. We're coming to that. That card is just, oh my God.
It's so good. Yeah. I think he's great. I think he's really good. Yeah.
Where does he fit in Foes, which, let's face it, is his Doc Ock's leadership these days?
Yeah.
Or is he Green Goblin? I don't know. Maybe.
Green Goblin, Green Goblin just likes people that can punch, and Prowler can punch a bit. Yeah. But Doc Ock's leadership is all about, surviving. It's almost Criminals-esque, where you want to grab stuff and then just survive, and you get bonus power for it. And Prowler, likes bonus power. I think he's probably your pay-to-flip guy in Spider Foes, to be honest.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I haven't played them recently. I know the Trap House is what everybody wants to try to do, but they don't quite do it terribly well. Or you have to be very clever in how you position people so that the trap houses, the traps pop off.
Yeah. Well, I think when we had Will Benson and Darren both doing really well on Spider Foes, they were playing Crisis. Yeah, they were playing throw you kind of like Hellfire, old Hellfire, kind of like Crims, just like we're going to throw you off points and just score everything. Yeah. And I think Prowler's fantastic in that for the pay to flip game.
I see. So when throwing people off points isn't enough, in other words, in the pay to flip scenario, so the Prowler is helping in that regard.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because the Doc Ock's leadership isn't really helping his output in terms of his attacking potential. So
no, but it's just a bit more power. I mean, which is cool for pay to flip. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get on to his tactics card. It is High Tech Heist. It's unaffiliated. He takes it wherever he goes.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're going to see this a lot, people. Buckle up. It's got two parts, an active part and a reactive part. On the active part, it is during his activation when he rolls dice while interacting with a secure objective, he may spend 1 power to play this card. He may change any number of dice in the dice roll to any result. Okay.
I just win. That paid to flip. Thank you.
Yeah. This is bumped for 1 power.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
1 power to just win a pay to flip. The most hated part of a lot of people's games in MCP. And you just pay a power and attack this card and you just win it.
Yes. And as we said before, if you remember, he's a long mover. He's got stealth. So he's getting all around to anywhere he wants to whatever pay to flip he wants. And he just owns it. Owns it. It's so great. All right, what's the reactive part? When another character within 2 of an ally Prowler would drop an asset or civilian, so basically any extract, Prowler may pay 1 to play this card. He places that 1 asset or civilian token that would be dropped onto Prowler. Prowler's now holding that token. This card doesn't allow Prowler to hold more tokens than the crisis specifies. So it's a steal. He's stealing your token.
It's an ally. He's catching your token.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yes. Thank you.
So basically, we've seen this before with Mission Objective, and that card got banned for very good reason, because it was very strong. So this is a sort of diluted version because it only works on Prowler.
No, hang on, dude. It doesn't have to be a friendly. It says when another character within 2.
Oh my God, it's even better than I thought.
I think we both were there. So I was thinking about it when stealing it, but you're doing a good point. You're doing, what is it called? Was it Mission Objective? Yeah, Mission Objective, where a friendly would have dropped it. It's both. Yeah. It's either
both.
one.
It's somehow better than both of us thought. Oh my God, that's great. Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, okay, so let me explain the Mission Objective play, and then we can get on to the other one. So, yeah, Mission Objective would basically be if you've got a character that now has an extract, and they're about to get beat up, like they're about to daze, then they could just go and move next to Prowler, and it almost guarantees that they can't drop the extract. Once the person chases them and they finally daze them, Prowler will just pick up the extract. So that was the old Mission Objective play, and this allows you to do that.
Yeah, this card is great. This is slammed into your 5 if you're taking this guy, for sure.
Yeah, I really like that also, like you say, because it's enemies. Prowler can charge in and try and daze someone that has an extract. If he fails, he can just stand there for a bit, wait for someone else to come over, daze them, and he still gets it.
Yeah, right.
It costs 1 power. 1 power?
Yeah.
This card is nuts. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. This is a stapled on to Prowler card.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is like this is a robbery-esque.
Yes, exactly. Flavor. And the only thing is that there's no effect once you've taken it, like the throw on robbery, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it works both ways. It helps your friends or it helps with an enemy situation. Yeah. So
I would be happy to play this round 1, by the way. So one of my favorite things to do in X-Men is get like a medium base, medium move on a pay to flip to move, try and flip one, my home one, and in first class, that it's free, and then move again and try and flip the opponents. Because if you can go up on pay to flips round 1, it puts so much pressure on your opponent to try and catch up.
That's right.
It's
he
amazing.
Gets the power back.
He gets the power back. He can still do it. He can just move and then interact, and then that's a good point though. It won't work.
No, he has to interact first. He pays a flip,
power,
and then he gets the power back, and then he could go somewhere else and no,
because isn't it after it's resolved?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let's catch this. So the first time this character interacts with an objective each turn, after the effect is resolved. So actually, he would have 0 power when he's playing this round 1. So it doesn't work then.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But what a shame. It's only effective for the entire rest of the game. And obviously remember that, pay to flips, if you flip that secure, you go up a VP and your opponent goes down a VP. So they're very, very valuable.
Yeah. This
crazy.
The only part about it, not that it's that bad, is that you have to be within 2 of whoever's dropping the token. But
is that bad?
Yeah. I think the hardest part about this card is deciding if you want to keep it for a pay to flip or keep it for an extract play.
Yeah. I think this is a late game thing. This is like around 3 or 4 when the game's about to wrap up, and you just go, right, I'll take this. Surprise VP that I've just scored. Crazy. It's also quite cute on Mutant Madmen, by the way, because if your opponent has characters on their home Mutant Madmen, Prowler can come in, and it's quite hard to flip over them, right? If there's 2 on there, you need 3 successes. He could play this card, guarantee, you can guarantee it, right? Yeah, guarantee the flip. And then it means that in the cleanup phase, they'll take a damage from their own trap because you've just stolen it from underneath them and they're going to be within range too.
Can I ask you, and this is change any number of dice in the dice roll to any result. Does that mean is skull locked though?
I don't think it does. I think skulls are still skulls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that you can't change the skulls.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because I think it has to say you can never change skulls unless the effect says. I'm pretty sure of that.
Now, the good news is that you can wait to see if you roll skulls before you play the card. But if it's a clutch moment that you're looking at, like, I'm going to win this if I can just flip this one, and then there's a bunch of skulls, you're going to be so angry.
Yeah, for sure.
The salt will fly.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, there you go. This is an amazing card. This is akin to this is a robbery in my mind.
Yeah,
this is amazing
for sure and exciting. So fun.
Yeah.
But it's going to be frustrating for other people as well. So play him so you're not frustrated. Well, Jamie, that brings us to the end of the show.
Oh my God, what an episode. We're still talking.
I know. It's such a cool box. It's such a game changer.
So good. Speaking of cool box, remember you can win this box.
Yes.
If you're listening to this and you're not a patron, go become a patron. And in the next, week or two, we're going to pick a random winner from our patrons and you're going to get this box. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And exciting news, the WTC has decreed that these characters will be legal for the event. So these will be that'll be probably the first big event that shows off all these new characters that we've been talking about. So exciting times ahead. Thank you to all the Patreons for making this happen. And I hope you enjoy the box that you're going to win. And
one of you.
One of you.
Not all of you.
Not all of you. One person. And in the meantime, cheers and happy gaming.